guys.
We are here tonight.
I should post on the here. Yeah, I should forgot.
Yes.
Congrats to Smish Mosh. That is
yes.
very exciting.
Smish, we knew you could do it. Oh look, freaking asshole.
A bit of.
I don't know what's happening. Surprise, surprise. Surprise. Talk about you.
Boom. All right. Let the people know. Make sure that works. Once you do marketing for a little bit, you always check your links. It's a disease. Anyways, Scriptshadow tournament week 6.
Indeed.
Make sure you can see the looks. She's like, no. No. Wrong answer, Jeffrey. Okay, so we're going to read over the log lines. Pick 2, and then go from there. And then read 10 pages.
Say 4 more.
Corpse flower.
You're a corpse flower. After a brutal home invasion, a psychotic mother must go head-to-head with a sadistic plastic surgeon to save her abducted little girl. A little girl who isn't as innocent as she seems.
Oh my goodness, yeah. That's very bad. That sounds like a scary movie. I don't know if I'm ready for a scary movie tonight.
Yeah.
It's too terrifying.
Yeah, especially scary little girls. Can't do it.
Yeah, scary little girls are kind of creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think for me, to save her abducted girl, yeah, I don't know. It doesn't seem to have very much of a, like, I guess it's kind of implying a twist, but I can't see in the logline what's going to make this different from, like, a standard horror movie. So I think my honest kind of leaning against this one is, like, I really can't tell what's going to set this apart. You're kind of looking for that, at least some sort of suggestion of the unique in the logline. Hard to do, but, so it goes. The first daughter. A rich teenager's house party turns into a deadly hostage situation when a group of first-time criminals discover the president's daughter is among the partygoers.
Like that movie with Eric, the guy from Boy Meets World, where he goes on my date with the president's daughter.
Oh.
It's absolutely different, but just reminded me of that. Anyways, thoughts? Doesn't really pull me in.
No, cat.
Hey, Miria.
Could be a brat. There's your place on the couch. And she's like, no, I want to sit on your clothes.
Just like, I want to rub my stench all over them.
Yeah. Move my jacket.
Hey, Miria.
Little stinker.
Little brat. Hey, little brat. Come here.
No, she can chill over there for a little bit.
Yeah. She's banished.
Yeah, banished. Okay. On the independent so yeah, I think, yeah, that one's kind of interesting, but
yeah,
I don't know.
Okay, next, Blood Red Silver Screen. When independent filmmaker William Roman gets the opportunity of a lifetime to direct a movie for a big-time Hollywood studio, he jeopardizes his career and maybe his life when he casts a real vampire in his vampire movie. That's kind of good.
Yeah, sounds cool.
As long as it's not Twilighty.
That's right. You don't like vampires that sparkle? No. How could you not? That's impossible. Thanks for the host, VTV. Welcome back.
Hello,
Willkommen.
I see you lurking.
Smish eternally lurks. Queen of lurkers.
Congrats again, Smoosh, Smish.
Yeah, congrats on your convo.
Congrats.
Good luck with the script stuff. Hopefully you'll.
Very proud of you.
Yeah, well, very proud. I can't wait to see you get optioned. It'll be awesome. Get your stuff optioned. Yeah, we'll keep you in our thoughts. That's exciting.
Okay, next one, Gods of Rock. After faking their death to get out of a bad management deal, a Kiss-type rock band resurfaces 10 years later as their own tribute band. It's, like, interesting, but I don't really see, like, the conflict in that. Like, I don't see, like, it's, like, not enough of a pull.
I would agree. It doesn't seem to, like, It feels like a interesting event, but it doesn't feel like a
story.
turn
like, I'm
or
sure
story.
It is, but I don't know like what's going to happen because they're like it doesn't seem like a necessarily conflict involving thing to
do that.
to
Yeah, I concur.
Jump.
After losing their loved ones in a terrorist attack 10 years ago, 3 strangers get the chance to rewrite history, transferring their minds back in time to that fateful day.
I always like time travel.
Alright?
You want to do that one?
I would say vampire and time travel.
Let's do it.
Sweet. Well, we will get this out of the way, and we will dig in here.
Get a move on.
Boom. Jump. I always start with the time travel one.
Yeah.
What's going on over there? Snapchat.
There.
The interwebs. Didn't hear everything you said, but thank you. We just said congratulations for your getting optioned. We read your little your post. Had a great call. The producer today who loved vlog and wants to hear more about the Fat Pack. Nice. Good luck, Smish. That's exciting.
I'm proud of you.
Hashtag proud.
Yes.
Go get those scripts optioned, girl. Oh, I didn't get optioned. It's all good. You will be soon.
Mm-hmm.
Very soon. Jump. You can use mine.
Or you can just charge it. Oh, that's yours.
Or you can charge it. I have USBs right here.
Cool.
Tick, tick, tick. The ticking of the hands on a watch. Each second gets louder and faster, counting like the sounds of a heartbeat until fade in. Exterior, Seattle Space Needle, night. The towering needle lit up like a 605-foot birthday candle. 20,000 people have gathered at its base, dancing, drinking, celebrating. The clock isn't struck midnight yet, but they're already ringing the new year with exuberance. Cool. So I really like using, this will be what, Scriptshadow competition 1014. And this is Jump. Jim. Hello, Jim. I like, using landmarks and seasonal moments helps anchor us. Time and place, wise choice with a time travel movie. I think because you need those anchors of what's really going on a lot. So I think this is a smart decision to do that.
Observation deck.
Angle on. Packed like a sardine can with bros and chicks dancing wildly to the throbbing hip hop music. Every time people describe dancing wildly in their screenplays, I think of those vampire movies where it's just some dance orgy.
I do as well. Inside.
Like Matrix Revolutions. Immortality. Zion. It was
Since
awesome.
we're playing Legends, you gotta change the title.
Oh, that is right.
I always forget that. Apologies.
I'm a noob.
Ow!
Cat attack. Discipline. I'm like the stern father.
She didn't do it on purpose. That's why it's like.
I know.
I'm just being a brat. I can do it.
That's true. I'm still the stern father. So, I'm still the stern father.
Yeah.
She didn't mean to.
She still is not allowed to leave the house for a week.
Yeah. You didn't mean to go partying with your friends? It's not my freaking problem. Not my freaking problem. Alright. Updated. Hopefully a refresh will fix that. Inside, angle on the tops of the needle, packed with sardine can with bros and chicks, dancing wildly, throbbing to hip hop. The angle on thing. Yeah, the angle on thing's kind of. I would avoid it if possible.
Everyone's joining the festivities except this guy, Ryan Vandenberg.
A wiry, tattooed, sensitive artist type sitting by himself at the window, glass of champagne. Checks his Star Trek watch, his face emblazoned with Spock's signature ears.
It's 11:57. His phone buzzes at the table. Ryan glances at the name, which reads Anna. He ignores it and takes a sip of his champagne.
Clothes scattered on the floor, splashes of modern art adorn the wall. Anna, 23, phone to her ear, listens to the ringing of the dial tone. Dressed head to toe in black. She's a cold beauty. A girl who won't let you in easily. Tricky to show. You can sometimes get away with that in, character intros, but I would still try to I like the way you use the dress head to toe in black. Maybe show an action or like a behavior, like she I don't know, what would a cold beauty be doing, or someone who won't let you in easily, sitting with arms folded, I don't know.
Burning pictures of her ex.
Yeah. Yeah, and it matters more in. This is one of the things I'm learning now that I'm doing grad school. Matters a little bit more in screenwriting to do that than in novel writing. So if it was a novel, you can get away with reporting interior thought. You can get away with a lot of that stuff. Oh, it's my first time this early. Yes, indeed, Cyber Jackalope. Such is the methods, the evil tricks we use.
Yep.
Sorcery.
Yep.
And thanks for the host, Smish. I don't know if we said thanks already, but it's all a blur. It's all a blur of vape smoke and black tar heroin.
Yeah. This high as a freaking kite over here.
I'm gonna live forever. I don't know if you guys know this. I'm so wasted.
Alright, when we make you live forever. Just kidding. Don't do drugs.
Don't do drugs, kids. Finally, the dial tone goes directly to voicemail. Anna on phone.
Ryan, don't be an ass. Okay, let me start over. Just call me back, okay? We'll talk about this. Oh yeah, Happy New Year.
She hangs up and then pulls out an engagement ring and twirls it between her fingers. The Space Needle is on the TV in the background. A clock counts down from 1 minute. Suddenly feeling sick, Anna rushes to the bathroom.
She's pregnant.
She's pregnant. Nothing left to puke. She finally sits up and puts the ring on her finger and stares at it deep in thought. Okay, good. So I like the relationship problem here is nice.
What she's doing here doesn't really hold up with the won't let you in easily thing.
Yeah. This is kind of
opposite.
Yeah.
She's like, honey.
And that's the tricky part of show don't tell, especially in screenplays, because that point of not let you in easily will never show up on camera, because you don't have the license like you do in a novel to jump into that character's interior world and build interiority. So in screenplays, if you use an interior moment in your script but you're not showing it externally, the only thing that's ever going to show up on screen is the external moment. And then the fact that you're, as a writer, breaking that during your screenplay read is tough on the read. The reader will usually be like, kind of like what Fox was describing, where she said, this is not someone who would be letting you in easily, which is a very astute observation, I think. Exterior Seattle Needle. I'm just going to get up your textbooks and use it so I don't fry my future children with this laptop. Story of what up, dude? Welcome. Drugs.
Yeah. I'm an expert.
I guess I better send you a log line. Well, so we usually, so I think we're still going to read yours, Cyber Jackalope.
Which one is that?
He's in the queue. So if you directly submit it to us, we will always read it. It just sometimes takes us a long time.
Yeah, and the Scriptshadow thing is usually kind of separate.
Yeah, the Scriptshadow is just like one of our segments on Final Boss editing.
Indeed.
But if you do get into Scriptshadow and we do see your story, we will probably definitely read it because it's always so much fun. Especially, I remember Smishmosh's first submission of Laser Sloth.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you've done such a great job. I mean, like, just looking at your style and how it's evolved, Smishmosh, it's been pretty commendable, and I think that really tells the story of hard work paying off. So
you're a beast.
Beast, Smishmosh. And you do work like a tank, so anybody who says otherwise is selling you something.
Hats off. Alright. Brian picks up his phone and steps out onto the deck. He presses the button on his phone to listen to the message, but he can't hear it.
10, 9, 8.
Brian shoves the phone in his pocket, then glances out across the Seattle skyline. Something catches his eye. An airplane flying too low to be considered normal.
7, 6.
Did you underline that?
Huh?
Is underlining? I've never seen underline.
Usually you'll do caps. But you can do underline. It's kind of
like doesn't matter.
Yeah, because the readers will skim. So if you want something important, like underline it sometimes.
Yeah. It's a 7:47 and it's coming in fast, heading straight for the needle. Ryan's eyes widen in fear. There's no time.
3, 2, 1.
The roaring of the plane's engines drowns out the shouts of the crowd. People look up. Some of them duck down. Others try to make their way to the elevators, but it's too late. Space Needle fireworks explode into the night sky, showering the city with a dazzling display. Just as the wing crashes into the head of the needle, demolishing the entire structure. Wow. It's a little bit like 9/11, though. Like,
well, I think it's exactly like.
I know. Like, is it supposed to be? Maybe it's like if it's gonna be a terrorist attack, I almost want it to be something else.
I actually completely agree with you. I was going to say the exact same point.
Okay.
So that's awesome. I mean, I think you're right on. I think. One, there's already been so many movies, very well known, like the flight, I forget the one about the people who crashed the plane that was headed to the Pentagon. Flight 297. It was whatever the flight number was of that kind of ill-fated flight. But yeah, I mean, like it's really hard to, in a fictionalized story, recreate a fact that happened in real life. It will feel less original. And I think, unless you're reporting history, you should definitely feel okay with taking license and really playing with the thing. I'm trying to think. Like one of the coolest intros in video games. Let me see if I can find it. Deus Ex. Full intro. This is obviously a video game, but it opens with like a terrorist attack, and I'll show this to you guys. Oops, I don't full screen it. Come on, buddy. But I think this is like an example of that being done well, and I'll bring it up on screen in a second. Where they're it's obviously a sci-fi thing, but they're taking a lot of license with it, and you should really think about, hey, what kind of event will really fit with my theme. It seems to be about this like relationship and regret. Knowing these people were in a relationship and that didn't work out. So I would consider doing something similar. So here we'll bring this over here, and I'll make sure my desktop audio is going. Edios. They actually came out with the new Deus Ex. Capataz? There we go. Yeah, so like the city, it's sci-fi, but I think like they use that same intro to kind of set the stage.
I guess my only worry is that the whole story is based on the fact that it's Brooklyn. Like, you can't really change the whole story if it's
that's
based
probably
on that,
true.
but just maybe for future and we won't make you change the whole story, but
That's true. Okay, so the whole story's based on
I mean,
the
if
plane.
it's like all based on them, like, you know, maybe filming the plane, obviously we've got like a page, but
Yeah, well then if that's the case, then you would want to definitely make sure
the rest of
that
it
you can
is-
say what the difference is between yourself and that other movie that was, you know, about the actual events.
What did you tell them?
I told them to run.
That's all they need to hear until we reach Seattle.
Agreed.
Anything new on the terrorist?
He's in the city. No ID yet. Unclear whether we're on target.
An academic distinction if he really has an ally detonator. The security guards have acquired the target. We're too late!
Let's go.
I mean, obviously this is a bit melodramatic, but I haven't seen this in years, and I was like, oh, it's such a badass show. This was very formative in my.
Yeah, it's creepy, I like it. Reminds me of the Ooze Ghostbusters.
Our enemies are not that desperate.
Perhaps we need it.
What do they already know about the Seattle facility?
We'd rather get friends.
Lean to the quote.
Okay. I digress.
Anyways.
But yeah, I mean that's another example of a cool terrace opening that I still remember, like years later after I played that game. I think, what up, Casey? How's it going? And the story, I think we said hi, story.
Yeah, we did.
But yeah, I mean, I think, yeah, it's always tough because that is what your thing's based on. But you know, and that's obviously a sci-fi version. But you know, be creative and really think of those cinematic moments, because a plane. You know that kind of World Trade Center shot is a cinematic moment that, you know, one is already been used, and it's, you know, also historical, so it's kind of like a bit weird to pull that moment out of the past and, like, something out of like a really sad of the past. But anyways, moving on.
Yeah.
Won't beat a dead horse more
Right.
than I already have for like 3 minutes.
Right. Okay.
Seattle Space Needle on the ground, plane debris, rest chaos.
Chaos. Anna emerges from the bathroom just as her entire apartment shakes from the impact. She rushes to her deck and looks out. Her face falls. The city's on fire. The Needle's destroyed, and what's left of the plane is barreling straight towards her. Anna takes cover in the awning just as part of the plane's tail collides into the roof of her apartment.
Fade out.
10
years later.
Interstate 5, Seattle, 2025.
A brand new Ford Mustang whooshes past other cars, the rain glinting off its polished chrome. Two cop cars in hot pursuit, sirens blazing. In the distance, damaged Space Needle still stands, its saucer shape under construction. Exterior Ford Mustang. That horse is dead. Red horse.
We killed it good.
Killed that horse good.
Definitely dead now.
Yeah, might be. Okay, 33. Focus, calm, glance in the rearview mirror. Familiar red and blue lights. She doesn't give a shit. I don't think you can cut that doesn't give a shit line. And it goes back to that same thing, right? Like, I think you actually are doing a good job here agreeing with what you're showing, which means, you know, she turns up the radio, checks your watch. Like, those are exactly the signs I think you need to communicate that she doesn't care. Underlining it with like an action line, you know, no need. I think, yeah, trust your writing. Like, you do a great job of showing.
You did a great job.
Oh, you did a great job.
Great job.
You did a great job. Wonderful. Clothes on. The watch on her wrist is barely recognizable as Ryan's Spock watch, only charred and damaged. That's impressive that she went back to like the wreckage of the tower and found that.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
She grips the steering wheel on exit lane. The cop cars in the Mustang. And if she was glancing at her watch, or I guess it was clothes on her watch.
She fears, glancing in the mirror, cops falling behind. She grins, looks ahead. Her smile disappears. A chain link fence blocks her way.
Eyes narrowed, determined.
She stomps on the gas pedal.
The fence bends backwards as the Mustang plows into it. Chain link mesh catches the Mustang like a spider web ensnaring a fly. Anna lifts her head. Her lip is bloody and swollen. Red and blue lights flash in her mirror. She's trapped. Jumps out of the car, leaps onto the hood, starts to climb the chain link fence. Heavy-set cop seizes her jacket and pulls her back into the hood and handcuffs her.
Careful, officer. Didn't your mother ever teach you how to treat a lady?
He roughly drags her away and shoves her in the backseat of his car. Anna's talking on the phone. A female prison guard watch while...
I didn't know who else to call. Just listen. Mom, wait. Mom hangs up on her.
Female. Got anybody else?
Brumhilda, is that you?
Yeah. Brumhilda, it is I. Write too much instead of writing too, yeah. I mean, and you can see kind of the impact here story with, you know, like, close on this, close on that, you know, like, one, it distracts a lot during the read, like, because you're kind of like, oh yeah, I'm reading a script, it's not, you know, like, you know, it reminds you that you're reading a technical document, and you're like, oh yeah, this is a machine, this is not a story, to a certain degree. And the other thing I think is that you lose an opportunity to do a better job of communicating it. So instead of saying, like, you know, we close on her wrist, what about, like, she checks her wristwatch? There are two watches there. Like, one's the one that actually works, and the other one's, like, the fried one she has.
Like the sun, like, glances off her watch, which you can see is the old Spock watch or something like that.
Yeah, and that would imply a close shot. You know, once you describe something, like, your brain and the way you're reading it is going to mentally zoom in on it. That's kind of the whole, you know, goal of just trusting the reader. Trust the reader to be able to, you know, in their mental cinema, to be able to jump in to those closer, more specific moments inside your scenes. And just make sure that your prose can kind of focus on those things, and you'll have a lot stronger read, and I think one that goes a lot smoother. Anna talks on the phone. Female prison guard stands watch. I just don't know who else to call. Okay.
Got anybody else?
What's your mom's number? Okay. Anna, sprawled on the bench, raises her head against the wall. Instinctively rubs her wrist where Ryan's Spock watch usually is, although it's not there.
Miss Clark? Yeah, flinches.
She
Where's
knows.
Madeline?
I don't know. Oh, that's kind of weird. Yeah, we want to introduce Madeline. I guess it's off screen. Okay, yeah, there we go.
Oh, okay, cool.
Anna flinches. Yeah, OS is off screen.
Okay.
VO is voiceover. Anna flinches. She sits up and notices a professional, perfectly looking together British woman.
Madeline Swift.
50s. Fox is like, excellent.
Wonderful.
This script is immediately going to get the vote.
Madeline Swift. I'm here to ask you a few questions.
Sorry, lady. I don't need an attorney.
It's a girl.
I know.
She's just that cool.
She's just that hardcore.
I'm not a lawyer, but I'm here to help. I am here to help.
What's that clicking sound? Uh-oh. Is it my keyboard again? I think I must have done the wrong.
Oh, turn off the desktop. There you go.
Why is my... Oh, you unplugged my headset.
Oh, I did? No, I didn't.
Or maybe it never plugged in.
Yeah, I don't think there was nothing in there.
Oh, I was wondering why it wasn't working. I'm sorry, guys.
Sorry.
For some reason, I could have sworn I plugged it in. But I guess I'm done. Yeah, I'm an idiot. I was like, man, it really sounds exactly the same. It's not the normal typing sound. It's the evil typing sound. Is this better?
Ja or nein?
You'll have to speak up for sure.
Ja or nein?
It was soothing. Yeah. Alright. Sorry about that, guys. I am dumb. Turns out. Maybe I'll hold it like that so I can reach Fox.
Oh, hello. Better.
Well, now I can't hear Foxy.
Better? Can you hear me?
I can hear Jeff more clearly. Yeah, it's a bit of a sound canceling headset, but we'll go like this, and you won't have to hear the thumps.
I'll hold it like so.
Like swa.
Is
Sorry,
this effective?
I thought I had my normal one set up.
Is this work or 9?
I'm sure it's fine. Okay, you're not a lawyer?
Oh, I'm not a lawyer, but I am here to help.
Look, whatever it is you're selling, I'm not interested.
You will be. This isn't the first car you've, oh my gosh, my eyes, stolen, but it is the first time you've been caught. What went wrong this time, may I ask?
Anna is taken off guard by Madeline's knowledge. Despite herself, she answers. Target went back for his wallet.
What about your partner? I assume you weren't acting alone.
He drove off to save his own ass.
All the cars you've stolen in the past 10 years have barely covered your rent.
Wait, how do
So
you...
it can't just have been for the money. Why then would you put yourself in danger time and time again? You have some sort of death wish?
How the hell do I know? Talk to a psychologist.
You blame yourself for Ryan's death. You're punishing yourself, is that it?
Oh, wow, that's a very specific...
Yeah.
It turns out I am a psychologist. Yeah. So the way it works, this guy, is this part is sound canceling.
Okay, we'll
So
go
yeah.
with
So it's actually really nice. These are all call center headsets.
Nice.
So it will listen to, it'll mic everything
From
out.
this side and the other side it cancels.
Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, that's
Good to
yeah, that's all the extra mics we had at 5 stars.
Nice.
You can borrow. I think we still have some more extra headsets no one's using. If you want a nice one. Yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, and that's like the nice thing about what up the frog. I still got to
Hey,
read these
frog.
scripts. Well, sweet.
Can read along with.
Smish finds keyboard thumping.
Relaxing.
Majin, what up, dude?
Hey, Margin.
I hear you good now, Foxy.
Yay.
Yeah, we don't mind the headset. Is it bothering you?
No.
What a sweet.
I'm pretty easy going.
Isn't she just adorable?
Just let us know if I get it too close or far away.
Yeah.
We'll start to drift one way or the other.
None of them intrigue me. Yeah, I think the one that caught my eye the most was the vampire one. This one is, I think, struggling a little bit. And this is a tricky thing, and that's one of the things and it's interesting. One of the things I'm struggling now with as I'm writing novels is the fact that you are supposed to tell sometime novels, and you're supposed to show that character's internal world to a certain degree. So yeah, but with screenplays, it's the opposite. You have to be very visual, using a lot of subtext to get the internal struggles across, and you really have to trust your reader. And I would say probably one of the biggest notes I'm seeing here is, needing to really trust the reader. I mean, I think this writer is a really strong writer. Grammar's spot on, images are sharp, dialogue's pretty good, but then I think the writer is stepping in on these moments, like when he's, being very, very hands-on with the camera angles, using dialogue to give internality, which is usually unless you're being very oblique, it's not very effective. So I would really consider.
Everything's vampire-related.
Yeah, except for that book, Dracula. That was great. It's
You
true.
read Interview with the Vampire? That's a great book.
I never read that actually.
It's good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Who wrote that?
Anne Rice.
All right, let's see. Yeah. So I would say, okay, yeah. Okay. Anne gets up, grips the bars, and presses her face up close to Madeline's. Listen, Mary Poppins, I don't know who you are or what you want with me, but you leave me the hell alone.
What would you say if I told you you could alter your past?
This woman's insane. Anna backs away. I'd say you're a complete whack job. So you don't have to have because so this is that whole point about the weakness of communicating internality through either dialogue or action as opposed to showing it. Because one, I think I'd say you're a complete whack job is fine. That answers the question, that works. But you really need to trust your reader and pull this stuff out of the action. Like, this woman's insane. Like, when she says whenever you're duplicating stuff, whenever you're saying the same thing multiple times, and I still struggle with this because even I'm thinking about the chapter I'm writing in my novel right now where I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm hammering this thing way too heavily home, or I'm not, sometimes. So I think that's another example of, trust your reader here.
But I will say, at least, I like that the story is already getting going. We're moving, it's progressing. Obviously, there's, we can see there was conflict in the beginning, and now there's, we're moving into the story, which we don't always get.
Yeah, I completely agree. I mean, I think structure-wise, this is flowing pretty well. I mean, I think the execution challenges here are a little bit on the page. The other thing, whenever I see a block of dialogue like this early in the draft, that's a little bit concerning. Usually these big blocks of dialogue, if when they're done well, it's usually more towards the end and those final speeches, and that's even in older movies. So even more modern movies don't do this as much. But it's usually those big moments where the character is changing or inspiring someone is kind of the only time you'll want to see dialogue over 4 lines, and sometimes you won't want to see it at all over 4 lines.
I thought you might say that. Then let me prove it to you. In about 20 seconds, you'll find yourself sitting in your Volvo, preparing to steal the Mustang. Let's just hope this time you don't make the same choice, because if you do, you'll end up back in here and we'll have to have the same conversation again. Not that I haven't enjoyed our little chat, dear, but I would really like to get back to the office for afternoon tea. Oh, and I feel like you could cut that last line.
And you can just hear as, she was kind of performing it, that it takes a while to kind of get through it all. The Only Lovers Left Alive was good. Check out these story structure systems, yeah.
Yeah.
Something smells, yeah, I guess it was this thing. I was like, something smells like candy or fruit. Is that the soda? Oh, is there rum in there? Or whiskey?
Whiskey.
Oh, okay, that's what it was. I was like, something smells not
I was like,
one
well,
of the
this smells
things.
like candy.
Yeah, okay. I was like, okay, that makes more sense. Fox, you're joking, right?
I assure you, I'm not the joking type.
Hands a business card to Anna. Come
see us. We can give you a new start. If you want it, that is.
The card is shiny and metallic, with no numbers or letters. As Anna turns the card to catch the light, a broken infinity symbol shimmers and disappears. Anna looks up.
Finds herself in the passenger seat of a parked Volvo.
She shakes herself from her thoughts as if waking from a bad case of deja vu. Her partner and boyfriend, Johnny, 30s, is in the driver's seat, observing a man in a pinstripe suit leaving his Ford Mustang. He's on the move. Get ready. Anna finally comes to her senses.
No, just wait.
Why? Why?
He forgot his wallet and he's gonna head back for it. If I pocket his keys now, he'll catch me stealing the car and we'll be screwed.
Are you crazy? So that's a little bit, you could just say he forgot his wallet. And we're caught up. So that may be something, trimming that dialogue down will make it sharper. And that's something I need to tell myself in my writing all the time, is cutting is always improving to a certain degree. Obviously there's over the top, but trimming that dialogue. Cool. Also, if you guys want some great writing tips, just go ! Writing tip. We added a bunch more, so they're in there somewhere.
Sure enough, pinstripe suit. Stops walking, checks his back pocket, no wallet, heads back to his car. It's you. Johnny.
Are you crazy? Oh, shit, Anna! We could have had the car and that dude's wallet!
Just wait.
Pinstripe suit unlocks the car and gets his wallet and then takes off again. Anna glances at Johnny.
Who says we can't?
Anna gets out. Street intercut. Anna approaches the pinstripe suit, bumps into him hard. He shoots her a look.
Excuse me.
They both keep walking. Anna reaches the Mustang, pulls out the keys. I just expect like AC/DC playing in the background. Holds the pinstripe suit's wallet for him to see. Holy hell! Anna gets into the Ford Mustang and pulls out. Johnny pulls out and follows her.
Pulls up.
Yeah, I mean, it's, I think it's, just beware of those little duplicates. That's a small note. It's more, beware, dupe words can be
Jarring to the reader. Jeffrey's favorite phrase. To the reader.
That's like the demonic version of a reader.
Yeah, the reader.
We are the reader.
The reader.
Smosh.
What'd she say? Pull it out. Yeah, Johnny pulls out.
And both of you are banned.
Banned? But
Both
I'm a
of you-
moderator.
You're banned. Banned.
My house.
Please depart.
It's my house.
Nope, you're banned from your house.
Dang it, again?
It happens a lot.
Yeah.
Anna watches car mechanics take the Mustang apart. Johnny giddily counts their wad of cash. Baby, this has got to be our biggest haul yet. Couldn't have done it without you. What's wrong?
You left.
What are you talking about? I was with you the whole time.
Well, you would have... Forget it. I'm just tired, I guess.
I'll ban myself. Moderator seppuku.
Yeah.
Smish being naughty.
Just talking about pulling
When
out.
is Smish not being? That's like a cat.
What's that?
It's a cat with glasses.
Smish reports.
Yeah, we gotta get a thing for that.
Yeah. Smish Smosh is now banned.
And should be forever. Oh, that is. Sorry, my throat is a-dying. Thank you. You're nice.
I'm a nice
naughty.
girlfriend. Very nice.
She's the best. She's a winner. She gets the prize of dating someone as awesome as me.
Yeah, I have to pinch myself every day.
Oh, I'm not dreaming after all.
Fuck.
Freaking. She just got banned again. Put on a blacklist. But not the script one.
Not the script one.
Okay,
It's
well.
apartment night.
Beer bottles scattered all over. Johnny passed out over the couch. Watched them snore. Finally, she heads over to Johnny. Enters the business card.
Don't be an idiot, Anna. Small cut on her lip. Image on the business card, and it clicks the photo. Symbol appears. Qantas Consulting Firm, Los Angeles. Found you.
Los Angeles. They were tough to find. I guess not. Okay. Well, I think I'm kind of tapping out here on this one.
Okay.
Do you want to go more?
It's okay.
Fox wants to, hello cat. She wants to make up after being a little scoundrel.
Yeah.
I think great story flow. It's moving really well.
She wants you to kiss her head. More. She's asking politely. I'm just kidding.
Rude.
She's a character.
When are you gonna submit your script to me? Oh yeah, anytime. If you guys ever want to read The Runner, I'll send it over.
Yeah.
It's a little bit I would do another draft on it to feel okay with it, but I've put so much time into that already that until someone pays me, I'm not rewriting it.
You like my turtleneck sweater? Thanks.
Yeah.
It's pretty cozy. It's raining here, so.
Yeah, I'll shoot it over, Smish, anytime you guys want. I'll have to attend a table read. That'd be fun.
Mhm.
I've been always like I see it when I'm like, because it's like usually at the office when you guys, I'm still at the office when you guys are doing it, and I just like will sometimes have it in the background at my desk, but sadly I don't always get to really experience it. Twitch table reads, we should get like a macro for you guys. If you have a little phrase you want us to share on our little macros, we can put it up on there.
Yeah.
Great story flow. It's moving really well here so far.
I'm gonna put this.
Nice. Boom. You go, girl.
Can you hear us?
Yes.
Queen.
I mean, I like great mechanics. Great mechanics of story. I mean, the things to improve. Oops. It's a spoiled cat. You know, get me a cat that's not spoiled. What would be the
Less like camera
oh yeah,
insertion.
yeah, trust the reader. Show the internal moments through subtext, not description, not action or dialogue. Avoid camera. I think the other thing is, I would like clean up some character motivations and boosting cars out of nowhere
I kind of thought they were gonna
felt
explain it.
really unexplained and sudden to me. And maybe there's backstory there that's just not getting across, but yeah, I think that was one of those ones where I was like, oh my goodness. I'm not really sure how I felt about that. I bet it could be set up really well. TwitchTableReads.com. Twitch.tablereads.com. You perform your screenplays, or else. I'll just tuck it out of my bicep. Ready? Go like this. Boom.
Is that comfortable?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have so much bicep, you know, I can't even feel anything, you know?
It's pure muscle.
Tough. Alright, I'm going to do table reads. And then I'm going to copy this twitchtablereads.com up in yeah. Want your oops, because I did not copy it. Copy link. Check out twitchtablereads.com. Want boom.
Yay. Try it out.
Boom! twitchtablereads.com for the man who likes natural enhancement and fantastic table reads. twitchtablereads.com. Off we go.
Okay. Blood red.
Boom. Page 1. Meow.
Meow indeed.
There we go.
Alright. Let us begin.
Indeed, if I be OCD about this. Excuse me. Excuse me.
I noticed.
I have a little bit of OCD sometimes. I don't know if you guys can tell after all these years. Fade in. Los Angeles, establishing day. Don't necessarily always need establishing. I'm sure it's fine. I just have never used
What
it.
does establishing do?
It's just like the establishing shot. It's just like supposed to be like, oh,
I
like,
see. This is the opening shot.
yeah, but I mean, it's kind of implied by it being the first shot a little bit. Postcard worthy shots of Los Angeles and its tourist shops, I guess. Man's Theater, Sunset Strip, production office day. I guess that's fine. Production office day. Fluorescent lights, hum above, half-filled water coolers. Secretary's assistants answer phones, make copies. The large room is broken into cubicles. Past thin carpeted hallways splinter off into spacious offices. So one, this is, solid work on action and, phrasing. I mean, I think this is strong writing so far, which is good. Wide shot now. The land ripoff. Los Angeles establishing us open shot. Okay. Oh, maybe I'm just old fashioned.
He's fixing to die.
Fixing to die soon. Yeah, remind me at the end of the stream and I'll email you guys my script. Just let me know when you guys want to read it. I will.
Maybe they
I
can
will
do a
try to
table
stop
read
in.
of it. That'd be fun.
Well, yeah, Smish said I should send this, what she was
Oh, just
all
a
on.
nice.
Yeah, they just wanted to see if I can really put my money where my mouth is. If I can actually. I'm on my money. Boy learns he's a cursed princess.
Nice.
I'm a cursed princess.
Yes, you are.
We need you to make a character list, though. Oh, shoot. I'm sure Final Draft can do that.
You need a final bot.
Table read the runner.
What's final draft?
Final Draft is a screenwriting software
Oh, okay.
that I use to build it, and it can auto-populate table reads. It needs another draft. Yeah, it's so old. It's true, Majin. My rule of thumb at this point with the runner is unless someone pays me a lot of money to rewrite it, I'm moving on to new things.
Yeah.
So, I mean, eventually you have to.
I liked the runner.
Yeah, I liked it too. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Imperfect, but I like. No,
So I can
thought it
cast the
was
rolls. All right. I can try to do that. Maybe I'll do it after this. Yeah. I agree, Majin. If I was going to try to film it tomorrow and I wanted to actually make a movie out of it, I would definitely rewrite it and change a lot of things. But, yeah.
Until someone pays you to do it.
So at a certain point with any script, you're like, well, until someone's putting cash in my pocket, I'm going to optimize my time. We're all typecast too. I'll send you an example, Jeff. Sweet. Thanks, Mish. Spacious executive suite, breathtaking view of the Hollywood Hills. Behind the desk is David Butler, producer 37, wearing a slick, expensive suit. Confidence and power exude from his eyes. Hollywood is the kingdom, and he's the king. His eyes fixate on a blonde-haired actress, Melissa Collins, 22. The winds of experience have yet to etch a line on her beautiful face. 22.
And on that day, when our eyes meet again, after 1,000 long, lonely years, I'd reach out for you. Would you be the same? Would I?
Melissa puts the script down and looks at David. He's lost in her classic Midwestern beauty. He snaps out of it. Melissa, that was great.
Thank you, Mr. Butler.
I called you in one last time just to be sure. The only thing I trust in this world are my instincts, and they tell me you're the one. She smiles, more relief than joy. David moves out from behind the desk. You know, Melissa, a lot of women want this part. A lot of them would look great, and most of them can act. But only one deserves it. His hands move to her shoulders. Come to my house tonight. Melissa spots a wedding ring. I'm having a party. Everyone in town will be there. I'll introduce you around as our newest star. He leans in and whispers in her ear. His hot breath gives makes the hair. Just typo. You have to show me how much you want it. You're not that special, you know. Pa. Make America great again. Just kidding.
Found that.
I'm gonna make a pork taco. You go.
Ooh. Like
I'm
one
gonna
for
be
me.
jealous. Yeah, send one through like Willy Wonka.
Mhm.
What was it? WonkaVision? WonkaVision, where they pass like the ice cream or like the chocolate bar through the TV.
Are you high?
Girl, have
I
you
don't
not
remember
seen?
that.
Yeah.
No, I've seen it, but not in a while.
Trust my epic movie memory.
Okay, well,
I
that's because
remember
you
all
wanted to go to
things.
Willy Wonka, to the
Yeah,
chocolate factory.
duh.
It's
That
like
would
your
be
happy place.
paradise.
You are Augustus.
Save some room for later, Augustus. What up, Ditch Dwyler? MAGA. I don't know what that means, but YOLO. I'm sure if I Google it, I'll be horrified.
Yeah.
Just kidding. I'll see you tonight or never again.
Sketchball.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. I think it gives Melissa a choice.
I hope she's the main character. Okay, good. Sounds like she is. I was like, I'm not. If David is the main character, I'm not gonna.
Melissa walks down the stairs from her above garage apartment and knocks on the door to the main house. As Melissa's landlady, Frances Foster, 62, former actress, once beautiful. Hell, she is still beautiful. She prepares tea. Melissa is in the living room, admiring the huge collage of headshots dating from the 1920s to the present. Melissa caresses the delicate features of a photo of the young Marilyn Monroe.
You think it's true what Marilyn said after getting her big break in the asphalt jungle?
Frances brings in a tray and tea is set. About never having to sleep with anyone to get a pot?
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Why not?
Someone with her talent would make it no matter what. If not in the asphalt jungle, then in some other film. Talent's so rare. Even in this town, it shines in the darkness. Just totally burned out Jewish lady.
Your soul.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Make America great again, MAGA.
Oh.
The Japanese water spirit.
Uh-huh.
TY. Clarification on point.
That's funny.
Whereas MAGA.
Frances turns Melissa around.
You have that kind of talent. Rare, luminous, and unstoppable. Melissa hugs Frances, but the sad expression on Melissa's face makes us wonder, does she believe it? I get some water. Doing Frances's voices. It's hard on the old windpipes. Hard on the old windpipes.
They're not yet damaged from years of
Smoking, but I'm working on that.
vaping.
Yeah.
Years of vaping.
Years of vaping. That sounds way worse if you
Yeah.
say that fast.
Years of vaping.
Years of vaping. I'm a vapist.
Yeah, you are.
Oh no, Synchrania. What are you smoking again? I'm concerned for your winter wear being at this point. Indeed. This is black tar heroin.
Yeah.
Smokified.
Mine is methamphetamine. It's
Methamphetamine
crack,
salts.
actually. I'm smoking crack.
Smoking crack. There's little rocks in there. I don't know if you can hear
No,
'em.
there's nothing in it.
Melissa sits smoking a cigarette. Smoke hangs in the air, creating a mist. James Christopher, 25, handsome, built into his years of hair gel, hath eaten away at his brain. Headed right for the kitchen. So funny line, but you know, it's one of those things that are gonna only get lost in they're never gonna come onto the screen. And and it's okay with character intros, and you do this with a few character intros where you are bringing in that telling, which is okay, but just you have these great jokes, but it's kind of a bummer to know that those will never reach the screen on this script. How will James sound? Hey, sweets, how'd the audition go?
I got it.
You got it? Are you kidding? That's great.
If I sleep with him.
What?
At the party. Either I sleep with him or the part goes to someone else who will.
You flat out said that? F me and you got it? She nods, her eyes well up. She looks to James for comfort, but he remains standing. You gonna do it, right?
You want me to F him?
It'll make your career.
I'm a good actress.
I know you are, but it takes more than that.
What about us?
This has nothing to do with us.
Do you love me?
You know I do.
You don't care if I sleep with another man?
So the
Yeah.
question, and this is why questions are weaker than statements. Unless someone is not going to answer the question directly, avoid asking it. uh, because the next line of dialogue is always implied in the question, so it becomes very leading. I'm a good actress. I know you are, but it takes more than that. What about us? It has nothing to do with us. Do you love me? I do. You don't care if I sleep with another man? If it gets what you want, what does that mean? Forget it. Diddle-do, diddle-do.
Yeah.
So it gets to this rhythmic kind of beat.
And there's like nothing breaking it up.
Yeah, and it's very light on conflict, and the conflict feels a little bit generated. I think you would do better. Yeah, you still have this kind of question to answer up here. Because like the last two scenes, I mean, the first scene was setting up a problem, but it wasn't very heavy on conflict. By the time we get to the point where this guy's a creep, we're 3 lines away from the end of the scene. So I feel like there's a little bit of a kind of like you're kind of just like walking us through kind of like the setup real quick and introducing a bunch of people. I think to me what I thought your initial cut was going to be, and I thought it made, I thought we were going to cut straight to the party and her standing out front looking at that house with like dread. Like after the guys like come to the party or else, and like she's like right in front of the house like staring at it terrified. That communicates all this internality that you're expressing through dialogue, which is a tough way to do it unless you're going to use a lot of subtext.
Yes, it's repeating what we already know.
Yeah, I really do feel that. Repeating what we know here, that it's a tough choice, and just setting up characters. Give us that sense of progress. And I think, this is something that Brandon Sanderson mentioned in a lecture, and it was like a light bulb moment for me, where like every scene needs to give you a sense of progress. Something is moving forward. You're learning something new. Introducing another character is not that. Once we have our main character, we need to see the story progress for them or some other subplot, which is either a problem or a resolution. So really focus in on how we can drive this forward. I think cutting straight to her like staring at the house for me would have felt that way, right? I know she has a tough choice to make. Maybe set up that she's like a good kid a little bit more earlier. But you set up that she's like kind of horrified. But then, it'll make your career. I'm a good actress. Okay, whatever. Anyways, beating dead horse.
What is it?
Oh, it's just the riddle. Is that 2 riddles in one?
Oh.
Maybe.
Enemy and sometimes a friend. You're scraping.
It might be.
Yeah.
Might be.
Seems like
Answer them both.
Yeah.
If you dare.
You must answer both. They shall be negated.
Negate it all. All right. It'll make your career.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. Whenever the reader starts checking their phones, that means you're not progressing the story. But,
I'm a good actress.
I know you are, but it takes more than that.
What about us?
Nothing to do with us.
Do you love me?
You know I do.
You don't care if I sleep with another man?
If it gets what you want.
What does that mean?
Forget it.
No, I know you. Who did you F to get that commercial?
I'm here to make it big. Been here too long, worked too hard. Look, I never promised you anything. As her heart breaks in half.
Get
It's
out!
a bit melodramatic. And it also doesn't, I just don't care. Because I don't know who James is. I don't know if their relationship is a good one or a bad one.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever you break something, you know, like you don't know if it's like a Ming China vase or if it's like some crappy coffee mug you got at Starbucks. So I don't care if the crappy coffee mug breaks, but I care if that like 1,000-year-old Ming vase is like, you know, it's sort of like in Rush Hour when he's like holding the vase and he's doing this stuff trying to preserve, like that's the thing. Like that's when I care if something is gonna break, when it's like this valuable thing. This to me doesn't feel like a valuable relationship, and it is so quickly introduced. I can't even tell if it's a good thing. Like it just kind of
She doesn't even
happens.
mention him when she's like with the
Yeah.
guy. She'd been like, I love my boyfriend. Like he's so good to me. That even would have been better. Like when she was there and he was like, well, then this is still, it's your decision if you want this part.
Yeah. Melissa sits in front of her mirror crying. So like that level. So this is a good point. Unless you've set up the relationship to really be special, crying and heartbreaking in half. One, you should cut that line. Just have her face turns pale, and tears stream down. But because I can't see her heart break in half, like it's like there's like blood gushing out of her chest. But it will always feel melodramatic unless you make us care about it as much as the characters do. It will always, this relationship ending feels melodramatic because I don't care about it as much as Melissa does. And there's something I need to remind myself of. It's like my writing, I struggle with this too. And that's, why reading helps. That's why you get your friends to read it, right? Is because they can sometimes feel like, because, you're the writer, you're thinking about this, how much this relationship means to her. But when it doesn't hit when you're not spending the same time to get the reader up to speed to where you're at as the writer, it's going to feel kind of cut short. And you can ask a bunch of people who've read my work, and I struggle with the same thing too. I want to get to the action. I don't set up the action as well. Like this, well.
Or at least, like, I don't know, I think some romantic comedies do that. They'll have, like, a guy break up at the very beginning, but they don't linger on it too much. It's like usually a really short scene. It does not, like, a bunch of scenes of them crying, because they know that, like, that's not the point of the movie.
Yeah, and we're still, like, not at the party, I guess.
Yeah. Like, I think it could be cut. I mean, maybe it's, like, super important, but just, like, cut down all the questions, get to the point. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, just the scenes of actors talking about having to screw people to get a role. Yeah, it becomes a little bit cliche. Yeah, real thing to occur. Yet sadly, that is true. It does happen. It's very unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
Also, what he said isn't exactly heartbreaking. Why hold back? Characters really can be a lot more vicious. Yeah, especially if he's going to be a throwaway character. You can make him really be mean, because that reaction still doesn't feel earned yet. Melissa sits in front of the mirror crying. Outside, James gets on his motorcycle and drives off. She stops crying, takes a deep breath, and puts on a fake smile. Sunset Strip night establishing. Headlights shine and taillights flash up and down the strip. The driver tilts his rearview mirror to get a look at Melissa's knockout pair of legs. Taxi night. Cab turns off Sunset and heads up to Hollywood Hills. Exterior mansion night. Lush Hollywood mansion perched on a cliff overlooking the twinkling lights of L.A. Expensive cars line the street. Limos wait outside. The cab pulls up. Melissa gets out, stares at the house. Interior mansion night. Raging party.
Devolved into South Park. The orgy party.
Yeah.
This is the vampire one, right?
It's all the flashes, yeah. Like there's gonna be Blade walking in. Power
Edward
players
Cullen's
seducing
there.
gorgeous women. Like it's like the typical party scene where there's like this flashing light and it's like transpeat, and like one guy has his hand up against the wall, like
yeah, and the
talking
DJ
some
has
shit.
like the thing on.
Like I feel like every party I've read in Scriptshadow parties always feels exactly the same, whether it's in like the 1800s. I remember that one where it was like this, like they had like a gramophone that was like 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 pumping a beat from a gramophone and like
Yeah.
everyone doing like the vampire dance.
Really.
Make your parties feel unique. I wouldn't have said this if it didn't happen in both scripts.
Yeah.
Make your parties feel unique. Or try. Yeah, it feels also, very familiar. Nothing is like, oh, like I think at this point you want to at least hint at what's going to make this story special and different. What's going to twist something on its head in the genre to a certain degree. So like I haven't really heard the hint of vampires, so it's going to feel like a really big tonal shift, I bet, when we get there. And we're going to be like, where the hell did vampires come from?
Right, like, is she a vampire?
Yeah. Yeah, and then why is she like crying and going bananas if she's a freaking hardcore vampire? Right now it feels like there are no vamps in this world. Worried that it will feel random when they arrive. Raging party, okay. Lavish house, snippets of conversation, most of it banal Hollywood talk.
Plus, isn't this supposed to be like a horror film? I feel like the tone isn't really...
Nah, I think it's, let me see. Scriptshadow. What was it described as? Horror.
Yeah, I feel like the tone is not horror at this point at all.
William Roman. Yeah, but there's nobody named William Roman in here. Am I reading the right script?
Yeah, that's weird.
Okay. Anyways, we'll just keep going.
Yeah.
Peter hears a knock on the front door. Melissa, come on in. Peter Valium. Okay.
Raging party, music, smoke.
Peter knocks on the front door, opens it. Melissa, come on in.
Hey, Peter.
So, I heard you're a girl. Just make him as dirtbag as possible.
Yeah.
She comes across the room and sees David. David leans on his entourage and shakes his way through the crowd. He smiles from ear to ear. A star has arrived. Kisses her cheek, leads her inside. James and Melissa lock eyes. He smiles. She turns away. Melissa wraps her arm around David's wrist, runs her hand up and down his back.
James watches him just... Oh, James is there too?
I guess he's just like, well, fine, sell out. Maybe James is going to go bone somebody too. David is on top of Melissa. He moans. The end of the world. It's the end of the world F we all dream about. She's an actress, so she plays along. So a lot of these internal, like, you can sometimes maybe express internality through dialogue. You can never, in a screenplay, express internality through action. These internal thoughts are impossible to express through the action line, and they come across difficult. Trust your reader to be able to infer this from a scene you describe, or cut it. The house is a mess. Olivia can't believe it. Bottles, cans, and cigarette butts are everywhere. Few partygoers remain. Peter kicks up his date against the wall. Oh, kisses up. I was like, what the frick?
Kicks up.
Vampires, man. James is still there, making out with the European model on the couch. Man, James did not give a bother.
Palm Springs has a party. Where my asshole husband at? Nigeria.
I guess that's a true moment right there in Ameria.
Yeah.
Someone's being catty. Sweat pours off David's face as he screws Melissa harder.
Olivia's
Sounds
still
like they're
up
doing
the
it from
stairs.
Dusk Till Dawn approach. What's the Dusk Till Dawn? I don't know what that is, but I may not enjoy it if I watched it.
Reaches the landing. Here's David moan. Son of a bitch.
Opens the closet, lists and towels, a .32 caliber pistol. Rip. Cox pissed. Melissa sees Olivia.
Someone's here.
I'm almost there, baby.
No, David, stop.
She tries to push him off, but he's in throes of ecstasy. Olivia fires a shot.
Throat with E. Throes.
Yeah.
That's
Throws. Ecstasy toss. Ecstasy toss. This is the last time.
Olivia fires a shot. David jumps, turns around, sees Olivia. This is the last time.
Olivia, put the gun down. He raises his hand to calm her. Olivia spots Melissa.
Get out of my bed, whore.
Dead Dong is like a kidnapping movie for a solid hour and then becomes a vampire movie. Oh, that's kind of random.
Wait, what?
Oh, yeah. Like, well, Melissa stands up naked. Olivia. I don't know if you have to write in the obligatory boob shots in these movies. We'll just trust that the director will know.
Yeah.
Effing horror stand. Oh my gosh.
Jeez.
Whoops. Points the gun away and fires, shattering her window. Okay, so she's held this gun. Someone she's been cheating on her husband for a while.
Here's a message for all you little hoes out there. My husband belongs to me.
Her body slides down, leaving a trail of blood. Who hears the shots? He looks up at the bedroom. Olivia turns the gun on David. Come on, honey. You made your point. I'm sorry. Put the gun down. End this now. Yeah, it's
That's
a pretty
all he's gonna-
clunky dialogue.
And it's like, that's how he responds
It's
to her
a
wife
wet
killing
one.
somebody. It's a what? It's
It
a
really divides. Oh my.
Yeah. Is that how he responds to his wife killing somebody?
Why isn't it sap?
Oh, yeah.
Where's the, like, if it was log sap, it would be different. That's subtext. I don't know. Don't kill me, Smith Marsh. Don't send your log for me, honey.
Oh my gosh.
The log's sap.
Like, she just killed somebody, and he's like, honey, like, calm down. Put the gun down.
It's a sappy ending. Hey. Heyo.
What did I do?
Whoa, wait, no, now she realizes she just killed somebody? Okay, so this
So why
scene
isn't
is
he upset
definitely
about that?
on the, this scene, feels very forced.
Also, like, Melissa was being set up as the main character. Like, I'm even more mad that we had that scene with her and James.
Well, I bet you she's like a vampire and she's gonna come back and be like, That's my $10 guess.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
So she's gonna be like, you murdered me, like, make me in your movie now.
And then he'll feel guilty.
Yeah, the scene, maybe. I mean, that's my guess. I'm gonna at least read a little bit more to find out.
Mhm.
The scene feels very forced. Yeah, characters are taking actions that nothing suggests they would do. So yeah, I mean, this is something that if you're a plotter and you'd like, okay, I need to have this scene have the death murder in it so that I can show that she's a vampire, and then we can go on to this next part. If you're doing that, that's good. You know, it's good to have an outline, but one of the risks is that you're not thinking about how to make your characters to take those actions in a believable way. I don't think we're there yet here. This kind of feels like a lot of stuff is happening, but for reasons unknown to a certain degree. For reasons understandable, but like, you know, like her calling the cops and getting that girl out of her room is one thing. Her like shooting her and then like freaking out and dropping the gun doesn't seem very accurate. Like if she's gonna kill one person, she's damn well gonna kill David.
Right.
It's my fault, Livy.
David, I don't want to go to jail. Help me. I need your help. You can fix this.
Don't worry, I'll take care of it. Livy goes to the bathroom. James appears in the doorway. What the hell's going on? Runs to Melissa's side, holds her hand. Call an ambulance!
I don't think we should do that. But if you help me out tonight, and I promise to keep your mouth shut, and I promise to keep your mouth shut, I'll owe you.
You'll owe me?
That's right. I can make you a star. How many people can say that? How many can make it happen? You know I can. She's just another girl. Let her go.
Jake thinks for a moment. Drops her hand. Into your garage tonight. David drives his Mercedes, pops open the trunk. Lol. Melissa's body in a sheet. Drive down the strip.
What do you think, Pete? Is he right for the lead in Dance of Death?
Looks right to me. Freaking Peter.
See how easy that was, kid? You just got your first starring role.
James looks down, ashamed of the price of fame. Part of this makes me think that. Well, never mind. I won't go too deep into analysis. Outside a tattoo parlor, next to the Starbucks, Joey Kidd, a drug dealer, 20 pedals. Men, okay, talk to the kid.
Why are these characters? Who's the vampire? I'm so
Guillermo Toro.
Guillermo Toro.
Him? You said you were hungry.
He's a junkie. I don't want it.
We'll make sure he's clean. Either way, there's one less scumbag for the streets, tonight at least.
Wait, who are they?
I think they're vampires, but we don't realize that yet.
What are they talking? Who are they talking about?
Stare at Joey Kidd, who is another person, I don't know.
A drug dealer. Peddling his trade. Okay, got it. He's a junkie. I don't want it. Make sure he's clean.
Yeah, so we're on page 10 here.
Yeah.
I may call it here.
Mm-hmm.
So for this one, my vote will go to. So we can do if you want,
good.
we can do one of the ones in the queue
Yeah, I'm down.
if we still have a little bit of time. Yes. You missed an is cliche. Everything is cliche. Even saying everything is cliche is cliche. Saying that everything cliche is cliche is cliche. Dang it, ruined. Saved editing. Listen, her emotions and her being in charge. If you're going to be such a party pooper, then just forget it. Smish Smosh is the cliche.
Jennifer poops at parties.
Jennifer poops at parties.
She's a party pooper.
So I'm going to say Jump wins.
Yeah, me too. Well, do you want to do the good and the improve for that?
Oh, that's right. Thank you.
Mhm.
Overall, good. Cool world and a valuable I liked I think to improve, ensure characters' choices feel motivated. Oh yeah, whoops. A lot of stuff happened, but didn't seem reasonable. Consider combining characters. We have a lot of intros and action, but don't spend enough time be sure to express internality with subtext and in scene, yeah. Don't describe this in the lines. Cool. I mean, I think it's good. Like,
I would also say, like, tonally, it doesn't seem like a horror movie at all at this point.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like a horror movie.
Like, give us a hint, like, about vampires or something.
Yeah, I decided to use Mission Boss. Yeah, if it's any consolation, I'm completely rewriting my novel from page 1 all over again. Yay. You gotta do it sometimes.
Say a prayer for this one.
No, but it's not bad. I mean, like,
Yeah.
One of the best pieces of writing advice I got, which I've probably shared a few times, is pretend like you wrote it on a typewriter, and you have to rewrite. Like, you can't go and like spot edit a typewriter page. You just have to go and rewrite it. Your quality of work will improve a lot, I think, if you do that. Anyways, let's do one of the queue.
Cool.
I'll let you do your thing. Yeah. We'll just do one in the queue. We'll just do one queue script. Yeah, I don't think I can. I'm getting old and feeble, and I gotta do some writing. Speaking of which, in a little bit. Got enough time for one, yeah. I think the one we have right now is Dear Xenon Quarks. Xenon Quarks one here, and then next is Jay Crizzle. Boopity bloop. So unfortunately, Word sucks. Yeah, on this computer for some reason, I don't know, it's dumb. So like it won't show up on OBS if I use Word,
Oh
sadly.
no, that's weird.
So I'll post the vote in pretty soon, and we should be good to go. Bam. This is a short story by Xenon.
Ooh, I haven't seen Xenon in a while, I don't think.
I believe he is out of, he's like doing school or something.
That's right.
But let's see what we got. I'll send this to him after. Note test. All right. We may go relatively quickly because we are old and feeble and I'm tired. But just a second, check it out.
We gotta get through the queue, otherwise you guys will kill us.
No, do not murder the final boss. Do not do this.
Or the final fox.
Do not murder the final fox. Avoid murdering the final fox.
We will haunt
Yeah.
all who kill
We will
us.
definitely haunt your ass. Try that shit around here.
Cha. Cha.
Cool. Alright, let's catch him up in this little Twitch chat. Please put Mike closer to you. Is that better?
That was what we were worried about. Thank you.
Did I get that right? After 9,000 drafts, you just got to start everything and start over again? Damn it, you are a tough cookie to be a minion too? That's true. You got to rewrite. It's important. Read Searching for Justice. Xenon Quarks. What a title. Must resist temptation, taco! Oh, I just got the character name. Sick references, bro. I read Searching for Justice, Xenon Quarks. Did I mention that after 9,000 drafts you decided to discard everything and start over again? Indeed.
He's a tough cookie.
Tough cookie.
The toughest. He's
Alright,
like
can you guys hear better now?
He's like a chocolate chip cookie that's been left out for like 2 weeks. Super stale.
Rotten and disgusting cookie.
Hard as a rock.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Let me know if you guys can't hear. I just logged into YouTube, so whoever the poor soul is on YouTube, sorry, I can see their chat now. Sorry, it wasn't showing up earlier. If whoever that person is. Yes, I can just tuck it under the arm here. Fail, so much fail. All the fails.
Okay, let us know.
Perf. I never wanted to be on this wretched planet. Being in a job is all right, but being forced to do a job and having no way to bail out isn't. Good setup. Yeah. It's a problem. I would work a little bit on the sentence structure. It feels a little bit bumpy, but I won't get too much into the details of like the grammar and the writing, just because that takes time. And I imagine down the road you'll probably be changing drafts a lot, so the grammar may be completely different. So why comment on it? But I digress. Seeing as I have performed exceptionally well at this gig of digging up crap from under the thunderous skies, hills, and planets of this place, A constant ominous rumbling that you hear every day, even under the earth for the first 50 feet or so, makes you think this planet is anything but pleasant. Terrible weather aside, I'd consider giving us a snapshot of the planet. Maybe... Terrible weather aside, here, watch your little paw. There you go. We actually made a good profit out of our uranium and thorium exports from miles deep network of tunnels, despite our employers' tendency to take away most of the money we reap from an underground of Mariana. Today, I can't read. Today was initially an alright day, with it being sunny outside for once, plus my buddy Ike finding our 5th vein of uranite just got us all in a happy mood within 10 minutes that followed. All in all, the morning was uneventful, save for the vein find. Lunch here is a time of rest and talking about the usual news, that sort of stuff, with the sun still being up in the sky. We delved deeper into the underground abyss after our daily fill. Now, hey Phil, Ike said to me, interrupting my bliss. What up, friend? I replied back. You might want to come over here and check this out. Some really suspicious things are going on east of the mine. So like the come check this out is a pretty common trope in like horror sci-fi, or any kind of horror. Like, you know, the times where that's done well, like where they turn it on its head, is like when it's like a surprise party, you know, and it's like, hey, come check this out. And you're like, oh, all right, what's going on in the mines? And they're like, surprise, Bill, you're 42. And you're like, oh, everybody cares about me.
And then a monster jumps out.
And then the monitor, describes some cool stuff that his job consists of. Absolutely. But you are going from important to insane rather quickly, it seems. Insane.
In the membrane.
Insane in the membrane. Insane in the brain. Really, I said I intrigued about what was suspicious over at the location for a while. An overseer of the operation here on Mariana, safely for the underlings was my number one priority.
And of course, I stood up from my chair.
Got
down
down
to the depths.
As I walked inside the mine, most of my underlings inside the cave all greeted me as I got my exclusive vehicle. Jammed the key inside the ignition and turned on to start the vehicle up. So you're good at giving us scene description of the car, but give us the mine too. You do a great job setting up the scene with the car, but try to give us the mine too. After about 10 minutes, I was where Ike was, with the lights of my vehicle illuminating his backside. Ike turned around to greet me. I got out of my car. Phil, you're here, finally. I could have gotten hypothermia from waiting here long enough, Ike exclaimed. You can just either cut dialogue tags or just use said. You know, sometimes exclaimed is kind of, it doesn't feel like he's exclaiming it, so then it'll kind of like go against what you think.
Yeah, I feel like that's something I learned at some point. I remember reading that, like, you should almost always use the word said, unless it's, like, really, really specific. And that's something that still struggle with, and I have to remind myself. Just say said, like, I always want to be shouted, explained, said, you know, whatever, or, like, add, like, verbs onto it, like,
No.
said, I don't know.
Dramatically.
Dramatically, metabolically.
Ooh, send a Twitch mail for some suggestions for the piano playing. Is this some Minecraft fan fiction? I'm not sure, Ditch. This was one of the submissions from an awesome guy named Xenon Quark, who I think is out of town or something. But he has been a regular of the stream for a while, so I'm excited to see what happens. Maybe some flair to that second sentence. Yeah, describes some of the cool stuff. Sweet. I'm excited to check it out. Oh no. I I I may not be learning too many new songs, but I will definitely
I could help him with that.
Yeah, Fox is actually a fantastic piano player, so whenever she's over at the other location where the piano is, we will jam out. Got closer to a middle distance spectrum, and all of a sudden it blew up in my face. What a great day this was becoming. Holy crapperoni! I shouted as I was knocked back on the force of the explosion. Somehow no shrapnel hit my face, and I stood up with only a few cuts and bruises here and there. However, the explosion created a hole which was pouring in water, as if it was just starting to make a rapidly flowing river here in the underground. It shouted at me, and I got to get in. I complied with his desperate screams. Both of us got inside when the hole got better, cascading water rushing out. So they drive out. It's definitely a bomb of some sort, a powerful one. I'm surprised he survived the bomb. I'd want to understand.
And he was right there.
There's no imminent danger from the flowing water. I stopped the car to look down at the water when I saw what he can only be described as mysterious. So whenever, this is actually a good piece of advice someone gave me a long time ago, which was whenever they, never use the word beautiful. Describe something in a way that's beautiful. Avoid, and it goes for like stuff like these, using words like mysterious. Describe what's being seen in a way that's mysterious. That will go a long way for really making your stuff visceral. One thing to consider too is, also consider bringing in the 5 senses. I'm really only getting sight right now, so consider, feeling the cave wall, smelling the damp earth, whatever,
Yeah, see, like here you say, I guess, staring at the crustacean monstrosity, but like we would want to know before that it's a crustacean. Like you give a little bit of description, but all you have is like a green glow. Oh,
Yeah.
green glow in the dark crab thing, I guess. Yeah, okay, that's you did kind of mention it. I was like, oh, it's a crustacean.
There's no recorded life down here. Okay, what? I grasped the crustacean monstrosity. Then, just like all crabs on Earth, it got out of the waters to hug us with its clawed appendages. Phil, we need to get out of here. I yelled at me, dragging me by my left arm. Of course, I sped away from the scene. 07. Yep, that's the truth. Anatomy of Story is great. Also, writing tip. Boom. Get some more. I guess this one's pretty.
Minimize description.
Yeah. Well, you gotta come over here and take a look at the tapes, Eric said with a tired, panicked face. Without any consent, he grabbed my right hand and began dragging me toward the surveillance room. Once we were inside, Eric directed my sights toward the CCTV film, taken about 3 p.m. Earth time. There were 3 miners inside the canteen, each sitting behind, with skull tattoos, one with a backpack. Another proceeded to open it and took a bomb, the same kind that blew up in my face, and we took out a holographic communicator. Okay, so pirates disrupted our operation. How despicable. The bombs were placed in 3 different locations inside the mine. Do you have any... I just say, boop, I just do air reply. Woo! Hello. These pirates released into the underground, I asked? No, Phil. I don't think that anything life-related could even exist here. Calm down, Eric. You need to be collected in this situation, I said, interrupting his sentence. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know if he sounds pretty calm, except for his, stuttering. No, Phil. I don't think that anything life-related... it seems relatively calm. But yeah, I would just think about that. Maybe make him, show some of, his movement, perhaps. Something like that. Anyway, and I saw a glow-in-the-dark crab come try to shank me. What? Eric shouted. There's giant sharks out to get us! Eric was always the one that was quick to panic. Yes, that's true. I don't even know he was able to survive being the security man here. I shut him up soon enough. Eric, I told you to calm down. Now, what else can you tell me, I asked. Some poor soul on YouTube. That is. You're awesome.
Godspeed.
Godspeed, YouTuber. Oh.
Look at
Oh, wow, what a spoiled cat.
her. Mm-hmm.
That's a spoiled cat. Just look at that thing. Spoiled.
She knows she's on TV.
She's like, what y'all
She's
want?
like, I don't care.
Well, the bombs were placed in secluded locations of the mine, so nobody in sight is near. So nobody know. Calm down, man. Poor Eric. I feel like Eric is sometimes being calm.
He has his moments.
Like, if this is comedic. Yeah, so just make sure that we can see him being like, "Whoa!" It must be a habit where, yeah, I have to fiddle with things. It's very true. I like to spin my thing or my laptop or black tar heroin.
Yeah.
Lots of that. Lots of black tar. This is indeed.
It is Xenon Story. J. Chris.
This means you're up next, J. Chris.
Oh,
Which
snap.
is exciting. We probably can't do it tonight because it's already really late, but you are definitely up next.
Not really late, but
Yeah,
this
but
will be our
I
third
still have
one,
like
so.
other work to do as
Yeah.
well. I still have some other things to do.
Yes.
All right, I'll announce the situation to everyone immediately. Good, Eric. Overseer, okay. After the announcement, I could see the miners dashing out of the cave, hurrying for their lives. Overseer of Marina Mining Operation 1, is there any problem you need help with? I would like you to bring people who can rescue men stuck in watery and radioactive environments. Apparently some pirates came and blew up some tunnels that were touching the ocean floor. Assistance will be arriving shortly. The recipient said. The recipient wasn't lying. Not even a couple of minutes after the call got the Finnish shuttles touching down and reconnaissance men rushing to the mine. During this time, I escaped my own personal shuttle, but not before bringing Ike and Eric with me, as they were my closest friends on the job.
Makes sense.
I'll let it slide. Let them come with me if they are really nice. I didn't worry about getting fired from my job, just as my calls with me in the station regarding the emergency. Oh, actually, sorry, my shoulder is just
sorry.
like, it's not very strong.
Yeah,
It's all good. It's just like, oh, why is it hurt? In the end, a bit over half the miners made it out of the water cave alive, and photographs upon photographs of the Marine Rive were also received. The attack turned Mariana from a stormy mining planet with no life into an intriguing mining planet with life inside the abyssal seas. Our mining operation? That was relocated to another spot that was abundant with uranium and thorium. We were mining from the underground. Several days later, "Sir, we got some news over from that stormy planet." Man entering the luxurious hallway said to him, "Hee, tell me," said a man in a long black waistcoat and a long black beard. "Here, sir," the man said while putting a pile of photographs on his desk. After the man left, the bearded man skimmed through the photos, looking at each and every one, from giant crabs to long eel anglerfish, hybrid abominations. The oceanic horrors of Mariana showed their faces to him, and he sat in his red and gold throne, laughing slowly to himself. "Now we need some of them. The Empire will know me as the new leader of the pirates." Dun dun dun. Great job, Xenon.
Yay.
I'll go ahead and write in my notes. Great job. I'll say good.
It was fun.
Fun story, yeah. Story and concept. I really like that you had conflict. That you had conflict, something happening and
Story moved
changing.
forward, yeah.
Yeah, I felt like there was a lot of progress, yeah. Felt like the story moved forward with every step. Stuff I would change or think about at least is, the dialogue tags. Tags can be pretty minimal. And you'll be surprised how much smoother things flow.
I struggle with that too. I feel
Yeah,
you.
Me
I want to
three.
over-describe everything everybody says, but you don't have to.
All the things! All the things! That several days later thing bugs me. Oops, something's happening. Oop.
Nope.
I'm a noob. Hold on. There we
Go
go.
to the big one.
Smishmosh is the coolest.
Can you go to the big one?
The big one?
So I can read it.
This one?
The OBS.
Oh, Restream.
Yeah, that one. Bless you.
Oh, I guess it's
Oh.
annoying.
Okay, just kidding.
Source directory dead. Okay. Glitch.
Uh-oh. Okay, never mind.
Okay. And reboot. Okay. Bye.
Anyways.
I'll just zoom it in, huh? Let me do that. Sorry, we're trying to read chat, but we're
I
failing
have
at
terrible
everything.
eyes.
What is up with my computer just like in lag town right now? Alright, let me do some side scrolling here. Okay, I'm done with you. We're breaking up computer. Me and my computer are through. Smash is coolest. Taylor reads, yes. Perhaps you should get yourself a squishy ball or something that ends up on the floor in more pieces when it started. It's fight down there. It's true. That's true. One of these days, but it'll be caught live on screen. Isn't that what you people want? Drama, suspense,
Indeed. That's
the
what we all
potential
long
for destruction.
That's what we long for.
No worries, you'll get to it when you can. Thanks, Jay Crizzle. Sorry, things have been crazy. That several days later thing bugs me. Several days later.
From this
Oh, from the story.
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
more specific.
I agree.
Or yeah, you could just put it like several days later found.
You might be able to add this line into the prose, and it will feel smoother. Yeah, good note. Good catch. I kind of was just, I just didn't see it. Prosit.
It's gross.
Prost. Prosit. Prost.
Oh, roast.
Jeez. Drama. I have to make it separated. Yeah, I agree. Sweet. The other thing is, you have an awesome world, but sometimes it was a little hard to see. Don't be afraid to really jump in and do some scene description.
Even if it's like a cave and you think, oh, everybody knows what a cave looks like, but we still want to, be able to pretend we're there.
Absolutely. I mean, I think if you do those two things, this is a kind of a fun little adventure story,
Yeah.
and we're excited to read more.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing.
Are you going to send this to him? So
Yes.
he knows? Cool.
I will indeed. But anyways, I think that is...
Does it conclude?
And don't forget your precious tears over something broke, all for the low price of Mumbles. Sign up now, and you will not regret seeing this destruction derby unfold for Mumbles. See you again there. Indeed.
It's a whisper, though.
Oh, no. Or is it?
The
I don't
Reds
know.
are whispers, aren't they?
I think some of them are, but whenever it'll be like an arrow usually.
Oh, I don't know.
I
Why
could
is it
be
red
wrong.
then? So weird.
I think it's whenever they mention my name in it. It'll like
Oh, got
do
it.
it. Well, thank you guys for hanging out.
Yes.
Boom.
It's been real.
I will find someone to host, and hopefully there's some other awesome writers around. Because I enjoy. Now you can upload videos directly to Twitch. I don't know why I would want to do that, but thanks. That's too bad. Twitch kind of lost themselves the hosting game. Because now everybody hosts their gaming videos on YouTube. And I think that was a big opportunity. They tried to save server space and cut costs, but threw away a big win. Yeah, they should have just raised more money and done it, from a startup perspective. You want to, well, I guess, yeah, I mean, the hosting, there's so much money in hosting. I don't know why they didn't do that, but whatevs. I guess because they didn't get that many views on older videos. Like, I think that was their purpose. But, geez. So, I wish our company was a pure tech company.
Another writer.
All right, KBD Bryson. We're going to be hosting another writer who's out there doing the life, living the struggle, living the life.
That right life.
It's been good. Thanks for hanging out, Cyber. Jay
It's
Crizzle.
been real.
All y'all.
All y'all.
I like this girl's turtleneck. I know. You should tell the turtleneck story. You got it from your mom, right?
Yeah, it was my mom's.
Who's a fashion
She
pro.
gives me hand-me-downs sometimes, and I'm always like, yeah, free clothes.
Yeah, free clothes for life. Well, anyways, guys, I am off. I will go ahead and host the other live writer. Say hi to them. Give them encouragement and support. Writing's a tough gig. I'm sure love is always appreciated. Anyways, y'all.
Bye, guys.
From Final Boss Editing, signing off. Freeze. Freeze.
Freeze.
Frozen.
Frozen?
Freeze.
Freeze.
Pause.
Okay, bye.